Hey everybody, welcome to some more Super Mario Sunshine! I think that's what he does about then. We're at 79. 79 stars out of what I'm pretty sure is 120 stars. Fucking Delfino Plaza. Okay. Do you think I have to unclog this pineapple from this pipe again, or do you think it's like... Okay. Whoa. That was amazing. I wish I'd done that like on purpose. King Boo down below. I like that there's ghosts. I like that there's a ghost level, but, you know. I don't know. 64's ghost level is great for me, because it's like... It feels like it's from a completely different game that got stuck in here. Anyway, I'm gonna assume I'm going in here. So, gotta figure out how to get into basement. The Asa basement. Not sensitive to 2023 standards here. Do you know anything? Okay. 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 How do you get into basement? Oh, okay. I didn't spend too much time trying to figure out how to get in the basement. Ah! Assholes. I thought, you know, because I'm trying to think of things to talk about while I play this other than what I don't like about it, because I feel like that's been covered. But, I thought I would talk a little bit about... So this year, I'm a pretty big comic book reader. If you have any enjoyment of listening to me talk on here, you should be my Goodreads friend. Because I review a lot of books on Goodreads and try to keep it pretty entertaining. But maybe I should not be getting all these coins. Ah. See, what I don't know is, like, does a blue coin guy retain his blue coin? But it doesn't seem like it, right? I see this. This has got to be something, right? Just that, huh? All right. You know what? I'll take it. Some of the blue coins you gotta work real hard for. Some of them not so much. Try this. Let me make the roulette wheel go. This is wrong. Okay. Sure. The classic ground pound the purple spot to make a thing happen. I have no camera control here. What does that do? Anything? Now's my chance to what? Oh. Didn't know it was gonna make me throw it in his mouth. Oh, should I just give him something else? Can I get rid of these fruits? These don't seem to do much for me. Okay. Cool. Squandered my first opportunity, clearly. So I was going to talk about, I read a lot of comics, a fair number of comics at least. And this year I've been trying to read some more DC comics because I've read a lot of Marvel. I've been kind of a Marvel zombie, as we are called. Mostly affectionately, I think, most of my life. And you know, it kind of prompted because I was reading Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is the classic DC Comics tale of, So what happened back at... Please excuse me if this... Oh, I remember these little guys. Do you think this hurts him? DC Comics back in the day. So DC Comics in, let's say it was, I think the late 70s, early 80s. You know, and there's a new crew of people coming over. If I can be so bold as to indulge a little bit of comic book history. So, you know, comic books kind of started off, and a lot of it was being drawn by admin. You know, shit like that, right? Okay. That do it? Basically, you know, they were like admin magazine guys, bunch of probably like World War II vets and shit who were like, I don't know, I'm drawing funny books. And like Stan Lee's memoir talks about this a bit, where he's like, he was embarrassed and he wouldn't say what he did. He would say he worked in magazines or something like that, periodicals. It's funny because like when you talk about comic books and it's like, it's such a different environment today than it has been ever in the past, but especially, you know, when I grew up as a kid and I was like reading comic books, I remember like I had my first girlfriend and she was coming over and I was like hiding. I had all my comics on a shelf and then I hid them because I was like, I would like to not die a virgin. You know, it was basic whatever. And I feel like now you could probably have comic books and it wouldn't be so frowned upon or so like terrible, but I could be wrong. I feel like I've hit this guy a lot, but I don't know if I'm succeeding. Do I have to do this, what I'm doing? Oh. What is this shit? Ah. Water refills, okay. So anyway, back in the day, it was like a bunch of admin, right? And they're just kind of these like, these guys doing this job that they were embarrassed of and so on. And you know, that in the like 60s and 70s, that started to change. We started to get more of these guys who were like hippies, and they were like into this, and they thought this was, you know, and comics started getting kind of funkier and like more trippy and that kind of stuff, right? was sort of like what was happening in the music scene at the time was also in the comic scene. And so that, that kind of resulted in weirder, different comics. It also resulted in, so when they were doing them in the early days, the 30s, 40s, 50s, into the 60s, there was a lot of like, they did a million different things and they didn't know what was going to stick. And it's like someone would show up for one issue and then be gone and so on and so forth. And so at some point, DC Comics had done something, I think maybe in the 60s or so, that kind of cleaned up the continuity. Scrubbing the beach? Oh my God. We've got trouble. Oh, I have a time limit. Okay. In case this wasn't horrible, they're like, what if we put a time limit on it? Like, how thorough do I have to be with this, I wonder? Probably very. No. So comics changed, and what they did is they would do something either in universe. So, in that case, it would be like, okay, we have a story that cleans up the continuity. And by the continuity, I mean like, okay, this book said, established that Superman came from Krypton in this year. And they might change it to where they're like, well, okay, let's make it, he came here in the 70s instead of the 40s. Because, he's not supposed to be 50 years old or whatever. Just little shit like that. So they would have the continuity, and and they would change it up. So in the 80s, a bunch of, these 60s and 70s guys were kind of in charge of the comics world. And they came on and they were like, listen, we need to clean up this continuity too. Because they were like, a kid who's like 12 who wants to get into comics has to pick up these books that have been ongoing since, with the same shit happening since fucking forever, right? So they're like, well, if we can change that game a little bit and, give them their own sort of history and set of stories, they'll be able to get on board. And they shouldn't have to be saddled with, like, trying to learn everything that happened since fucking 1955 or whatever in these comics. So they would do, a retcon or, like, a big whatever. Crisis on Infinite Earths was sort of unique. I don't know if it was totally, if this had never been done before, but what it did was it told a story in the comics that explained A, why the continuity was so crazy, but then B, how it was being cleaned up. And it was this thing called Crisis on Infinite Earths, where basically the DC universe, it was like, well, how come this is happening, but in this other story you said this was happening? And what they'd done for a long time has been like, okay, there are many Earths, right? So when you see something happen that doesn't seem like it could happen, it's probably happening on another Earth instead of, like whatever. What the fuck? Ah, shit. Seems like I was close, huh? So you probably lose a light. Oh, yeah, great. Delfino Plaza. What it should do is pop up and be like, do you want to try again? Yes, no. But whatever. So they did Crisis on Infinite Earths. So in that story, what's happening is all the Earths are sort of collapsing into one. They're basically trying to exist in the same space-time. So Earth 1 is going on top of Earth 2 of Earth whatever. And so this is how they were explaining what was going on in current continuity, but also they were like, so at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths, we've basically reduced the Earths, I think, down to 1. Maybe it was like a few. But, you know, we've drastically reduced the number of Earths. They especially got rid of a lot of characters that, you know, had been around for a very long time and that were not popular anymore and probably weren't going to be popular again. They also, you know, they killed some characters that, of course, eventually came back, because comic book characters always come back. There was recently a thing about this with Miss Marvel. So Miss Marvel is right now Kamala Khan, I think is her name. She's like, you know, Marvel first Muslim superhero or something, and I say or something not because I'm like, fuck that shit, but because I'm like, I don't actually know if that's true or not, but whatever. The point is, she died in a Spider-Man book. And, you know, there was some level of outrage. I say everyone was outraged, but comic books are kind of the ultimate world of, like, when I say everyone is outraged, you know, people who write crap articles for shit like comic book resources were outraged on the level of, well, they wrote an article about it, but, like, comic book resources is, you know, a content farm that pumps out, like, I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say dozens of articles a day. And I think their whole business plan is like, oh, we just, you know, quantity. And so whenever someone searches a comic book related topic, you know, they get us. That one chased me. They get a comic book related topic, they find us, and, you know, that boosts our signal online. Everything is wonderful. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. So, you know, the outrage level of it is, like, questionable. Because you're like, well, when you say everyone was mad about this, one person was like, if I had to be mad about something today, because that kind of thing drives clicks pretty well, what would I be mad about today? And that person is mad about this today. Anyway, what was funny about it to me is I was like, I mean, there literally, I don't think there are any characters who have died in comics who have not come back at this point. There used to be a few famous ones. It was Uncle Ben, Bucky, and, Barry Allen, Flash. And, there might have been like one other one, but, you know, they've all come back since then. So, you know, I don't think there's any characters who stay dead. And I was like, when people get upset about something like Miss Marvel being dead, and they're like, oh, what the fuck, you know, she only existed for like 5 years or something. And I'm like, well, maybe calm down. Like, she's probably not dead, because comic book dead and dead are not the same. You know? It kind of exposes that somebody is sort of not much of a experienced comics reader if they get upset that a character's dead. Shadow Mario. Of course. Shadow Mario checks in, much like Dunstan. So, okay, anyway. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Barry Allen the Flash dies, but, you know, that's not a big deal. Because he eventually comes back. Other characters die, whatever. But the end result, for comics readers, is very good. Because the end result is like, okay, if you had never read a DC comic before, you could now kind of read this one. You could start reading them now. Did he just, like, kick my ass, basically? Oh, god damn it. I gotta find... Oh, all these... Oh my god. This is a nightmare. Okay. I think what I need to do is kill this Mario and then not get the star, right? Where did he go? Do you think he went up to the next floor? Sorry, I kind of have to, like, listen. Oh, there he is. Son of a gun. I have to listen a little bit to the music so that I don't... Oh, that's not him! You bastard. This might be a good coin level. So they did Crisis. Purpose being to clean up continuity, make comics more accessible for new readers. Great. And you know, for the most part, I should also say, like, when they kill characters, you know, they didn't kill. It's not like Batman or something. It was a lot of third-tier characters. You know, no disrespect to huge fans of the Barry Allen Flash, but like, whatever. That was easily the biggest one. You're like, I don't know, I mean, Superboy Prime wasn't exactly someone that I was, you know, absolutely in love with. But they cleaned up the continuity, right? So I read Crisis on Infinite Earths because I was like, well, this is kind of the starting point. You know what I mean? This is where the modern, recognizable to me DC era sort of begins. So I wanted to read it. And also, it's kind of like a classic story at this point. It's like one of those, if you're like a big comics fan, you should probably give it a go. So I did. And it was fine, but as I was reading it, I was kind of like, there's a lot here that I don't, like, get. And I know it's because, you know, I haven't really read a lot of DC. And I just was sort of like, you know, you just really haven't experienced much in the DC Comics world, and it's kind of this whole world of comics that's a little bit closed off to me. And I was like, I don't like that because I like reading comics. And I was like, I know there are good DC comics. I'm not like, yeah, it's this way. I haven't read them because they suck. It's because I'm like, you know, it's like, they just haven't been my thing, I guess, as much. And it's easy for me to read Marvel comics because I've read a lot of them. You know what I mean? So that makes it easy for me to jump in and be like, what's going on? I usually know. I probably don't need to go through there, right? Ow. $43? I don't know about me, but I'm feeling 43. I know that doesn't work, but it kind of works. Oh my god. Is that him? Son of a gun. I see you. Where'd that coin go? It was a ghost coin. Hello. No, thank you.
Really?
Yeah. Are you gonna have one?
Yeah.
Where are you going? You going downstairs? You gonna do it? Eh. Do you have an okay time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says hi. And congrats. I'm sorry. Well, thanks. You know, I was like, there's this a whole new world of comics that you haven't experienced, that you're kind of denying yourself for no real reason. Like, maybe you would really enjoy them the way you've enjoyed so many Marvel books. So I read Crisis and I was like, I kind of don't know what's going on. You know, a lot of these characters are kind of lost on me and so on. So So I was like, all right, you need to read some more DC comics this year. Let's make that the goal for the year of comics reading. And so I have. And I started with Post-Crisis Batman. So there are a couple newer collections, medium, newish collections of, they're like called Dark Knight Detective and something else. And they collect those post-crisis Batman books. Where the fuck did he go? This is where he ditched me last time. And I love them. They're really good. Now, I think it takes a certain kind of person to enjoy these. I hear him. It takes a certain kind of person to enjoy, and by that I don't mean like I have good taste, therefore I enjoy these. It's kind of the opposite. You have to have just a sort of love of 1980s comics, you know, and like what that was all about and so on. I don't know, you just have to have for the sort of cheesy, campy aspect of them. So, like these Batman books in particular, what I really enjoyed about them, I see a Mario down there. What I've enjoyed about them is that it's like, you kind of get a couple different Batmen in them. Wait, does that mean that wasn't him? You get some different Batmen in them because you get like, it's almost like watching Batman 66 TV show where he's kind of smiling and saying like, hey, chum, and blah, blah, blah. But then you also get a darkness. It's like the Joker is like killing people and kind of a mass murderer at this point, but also he still kind of has a lair with a big fireplace that has like a Joker's face on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's this very weird whiplash between two kinds of things happening. And it's like at this, you can tell that at DC Comics they were like, we don't know exactly what we want to do with these characters at this moment. We're not sure. You know, we've got some stuff to work out. I hear the music, but where is he? We have some stuff to work out. We're not totally set on all this yet. I wonder if I'm hearing the music through the floor. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a floor below him, but I'm close, will I hear the music? Alright, well maybe I should, while I'm just aimlessly running around. I know there's some more coins up in the ceiling level, but there's like 4 or 5. So I don't need those just yet. I also spent no time collecting coins before coming in the house. Did I start in the house? Don't remember. Okay, there's a red X. There's another red X. I guess it's like down the floor. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, let's find a red triangle. And this is kind of close to that. Ah! Nice. So they're like fun. And it's like, I think you can't read them if you're somebody who's like, I take The Dark Knight very seriously. You know what I mean? If you love the Christopher Nolan movies and you're like, that is my Batman, and sort of a lighter version of Batman or these characters is something I find, borderline offensive, you won't like these comics, okay? They're not gonna be your jam. That's cool. Like, I'm not here to be like they're for everyone, because that's the thing, is they're not for everybody. But if you have like even a mild interest in this sort of thing, it's worth your time, in my opinion. I also have been reading Man of Steel, which is by John Byrne, which is they started redoing Superman. So they made him, a little bit, they just basically modernized him in a couple ways. Nothing major though, and like his character is essentially the same. It's very fun though. I like it. My favorite part about it is actually that Clark Kent is a novelist. So in addition to being a journalist and also saving the world constantly, he's apparently writing like best-selling novels, which I think is sort of funny, because it's like, that doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Like, I'm not sure that there have been in the world a lot of like novelists / journalists. I mean, I'm sure most journalists have probably taken a crack at it or whatever, but I don't know how common it is. I'm actually not as interested in you as I am in whatever blue coin. Oh, okay. That's probably up here, huh? Yeah, okay. Oh, damn it. That chair. How am I gonna get up there fast enough, I wonder? You do like a... Yeah, okay. That's gonna be it, isn't it? Where? God damn it. Okay. So when I go down there, it's over to my right. Depending on which way the camera is. Oh no, shit. Anyway, I was like, so something I do a lot when I read comics is because I like to write, and I like to imagine like, what would I do, because sometimes I've thought about like, it would be awesome to be a comic book writer, but sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do that though, because like, I don't think I could live up to my own expectations on that, you know what I mean? But so I'll think like, what would be the story of, Spider-Man that I would tell? What would be the story of this that I would tell? And so reading these has given me my answer for Superman, because I'm like, I would tell the story of, Clark Kent novelist. Or, I was like, even if it wasn't primarily about that, what it would be is I would be like, well, okay, here's how, it would always kind of end with him sitting down to write a novel, but like his novels wouldn't be super successful. People wouldn't be like totally in love with his novels, and he would be so annoyed by that. He wouldn't be annoyed. He would take it good-naturedly, but it would be sort of funny because I'd be like, he can do anything. He's Superman, but people aren't like huge fans of his novels. They're like, maybe Clark, maybe you should stick to journalism. You know what I mean? You're doing pretty good at that. And I just think it would be funny, and I would also really enjoy putting him in like a writer's workshop group, a critique group, you know, where it's like people are talking about his books with him. Oh, fuck. I just think that would be a really funny environment for Superman. I also think it'd be kind of funny if he had his novels, you know, and then like he gave them to Batman, for example, because he was like, tell me what you think of this, you know, and you're my friend. And, you know, it'd be a mystery novel, and he'd be like, did you read it? And Batman's like, of course I read it. He's like, what did you think of it? And he's like, I knew who the killer was, you know. Or is the reader supposed to know who did it on page 12? And, you know, he'd be like, of course not. And he'd be like, well, I did. He's like, yeah, you're Batman, though. I mean, come on. Give me a break. Anyway, I feel like there are lots of fun angles to take on that. I also, because, you know, for me, it's a little bit like, I think the challenge of a Superman story in writing one would be like, well, you have to give him a realistic threat, or, you know, you have to do something that's difficult for him. And I would feel like, yeah, maybe like, you know, his novel writing skills wouldn't be up to snuff. At 83. I think this might be the one to try and get the 100. I also thought it would be kind of funny if like book reviews of Clark Kent's books were like, there's just something off about them. It's almost like these are being written by an alien or something, you know, like, or this is hard for me to describe, but, you know, when the main character is feeling pain, I have a difficult time. It's almost as though Clark Kent doesn't really know what that is like. Do you think I can just choose to go back in this stage again? Ah! Alright, the water is deeper. What the hell? How am I supposed to get up there? Yahoo! Clunk, clunk, clunk. Oh my god. Did that make the spikes go away when I sprayed it, or does it just go on time? Ah. Will this fire come back? I have lots of questions about this Corona Mountain. Very few related to a Mexican beer. So yeah, anyway, I feel the challenge with a Superman story is like, well, you have to either give him a credible threat or something that his superpowers would not actually help him with very much, you know what I mean? And I feel like being a novelist, it'd be like being a painter or something. Like, I don't think Superman's powers would necessarily help him be a good painter. Oh boy, it's torched. Do I have to land and then spray? Is that... Oh man, I just started right back here. Damn it. That was close. Maybe I can spray before I go, huh?
Oh, they do start up again. How did I know that was gonna happen? Can't see shit 'cause of this stupid steam. All right. Oh, God. Okay. So. Now we know from before the way the boat works is you cannot touch anything. Like as far as a side wall or something. Okay. God. This is horrible. I hate this very much. Just to clarify for everyone, do not like this. I can't really see how close I might be to something, you know, behind me, for example. Shit. Maybe that's kind of a trap. Because I don't know if I need... Oh, God. See, this is what I fucking hate in this game. It's like, now I gotta do this again. And this isn't, like, super challenging. But, you know, it's not, like, easy as fuck. It's kind of right in the middle. I mean, the plus is I'm gonna leave this with a good number of lives. You know, this is kind of like once you've got... shit. Once you got the route figured out, it shouldn't be too bad. Alright. I think the key here is nice and slow, right? Because there's no rush to finish. Can I get bang on straight dead nuts on? All right. No. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna call a classic Super Mario Sunshine sequence, which is like, let's slow it down, everybody. Can we do this slower?
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 coins to be had here that I will get at a later time. See, what is the saving exactly? Yeah, I know. I have used this by now. Ah, of course.
The water's great, hey, Junior?
Sure is, Papa. Come on in, Mama Peach. I think not. Mario! You again? Don't you ever give up?
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
I feel like the Bowser voice in this game's a little half-assed. This is a very Super Mario Galaxy looking stage, though. Whoa, 1-up. I think I get a 1-up for every one of these blue guys I get. Okay. Can I tell if this is tilting? I cannot tell. Wah! Down I go. I hope I can continually get a 1-up from this, because otherwise, I don't love my odds. No. Maybe if we can tilt the hot tub. Oh, duh. Just do that 4 more times. Ah! Nope, not enough. Okay. At least I don't have to go back. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, I'm just, like, grateful when I don't have to do something over again. 'Cause that was a pretty unforgiving, not unforgiving. It was just a slow palace. You know what I mean? You had to, it was, like, very much, you could get through it if you took it slow, which is kind of a bummer, because you're like, well, that's like the most boring thing to do. If I hit one of those blue guys, I'll get a 1-up, so it should be okay here. Seems kind of unpredictable how those are gonna crumble, huh? I feel like this is just gonna get worse in terms of how difficult it is to like manage this to get across, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like they're gonna get easier as I go. The smart thing to do here is probably to concentrate on trying to get that one up every time, right? Why is he bouncing in the tub? That's like my trick. I don't like his fire thing because I don't know how to like avoid that really. Ah. See, like that time I feel like I got pretty lucky with the setup, so it was okay. This guy, I think. The only thing for it is to just sort of take that hit when he's oh shit. Somehow I seem to be regaining life as I go. Not sure. This is kind of like you know, a little bit indicative of this game too. Is like you sort of bumble. Well, the way I've been playing, you sort of bumble through a lot of it. You're like, oh, this is kind of working. So I think I just kind of again brute force it, play it 50 times, and then. He'll get lucky. It's kind of a narrow ledge here. What are they in? Slime? Shit. Ah, we did it. Oh, okay, that's my water pump saying. Okay. I was like, who's saying we? Better not be the princess. Floating gently down. Oh no! Say it ain't so?
Mario, was I assist
Why is this happening? Why is this the ending of this game? Johnny 5 is like dead. Everyone's partying while my robot friend is dying. What happened to him?
Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama. Someday, when I'm bigger, I wanna fight that Mario again.
That's my boy. Well put, son. The Royal Koopa line is as strong as ever. But for now, let's just rest a while.
Why do they get this little happy ending? And I get this like, Mario, I'm dying. My programming.
The vacation starts now.
All right. Well, I beat it. I finished it. So this is the decision point, right? This is the point where I'm like, all right, do I move on? Or do I completely finish this game and put it in the grave? Tough call. Tough call. I think what I need to do is look up, like, okay, how many blue coins per level are there? Is there a consistent number? And is there a way for me to know I've gotten all of them? Because that's a big factor here. Because it seems like that's where a lot of my my remaining stars probably are. The other thing is, it seems like okay, so I finished the game. I think I have like 80 something, and if there's 120. So 80 seems like about in line with what would be if there's 120, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of other stages. Like, I feel like I got a lot of them. Do I unlock more stages or more stars or something? Is it like, now the real game begins? It would be nice if that's what happened. Princess Peach decapitated there. Yeah, like, can I find this guy now? Is he like, I'm ready for a race? Okay, I have 82. 83. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I have like 99 lives or something. So I have 99 lives. Okay. Oh, that's like slightly different. I shouldn't have clicked through that. Nope, I have 7. I have exactly as many as I should. Okay. Let's do our... Well, okay, let's do this. So there's still one more on the beach before I... And then I'll do the 100. I still need 100 on the village. And then it's... the plaza, maybe the airstrip, and the blue coin action. Now I know there's like 8 or 9 blue coins at the end of that other stage, so that's a good place to get some. I know there's coins in the hotel. Okay. Because, okay, I think if I do the one before this, the second to last, I think these torches have coins in them. I think maybe some of these barrels do. So I think the 100 should be pretty easy. If I go in with, let's say, 20, then I should be able to get the 100, no problem. So I guess there's probably just some red coins hiding out in here. Ah. Oh. 1. Oh, it gives me 5 minutes. That's not bad. 2. The doors are all closed. I think they're all closed. Ooh. See, unfortunately, I think I will die if I don't collect them all. There's gotta be some up here. One, if not more. See, okay, and I don't think that was there before, but I could be wrong. It's like you gotta get some of these blue coins. It's like you'd have to replay every stage to know if you'd gotten the blue coins or not, and even then, I don't know if you would know. Maybe there isn't one up here, which is kind of nuts. I don't see anything. Alright, should we try these other doors and just see? The thing is, like, I don't think they should be in here, but that doesn't mean they aren't, right? Guess I gotta check the bathrooms. I know there's at least one other way for me to, like, drop down from the ceiling into that sort of maze-like section I did with the Yoshi situation, right? So, I'll look into that. None in the men's room. Ladies. Ladies' restroom, so much nicer than men's. They always have coins in them. Don't see any over there. Can I go in the casino? Okay. That's a no. Alright, so I think I need to go up here and get into the ceiling, right? And then come down a way other than the way I came down. Okay. Where is there a thing? Is there one in here? Nothing. Nothing? Oh, shit. This is the thing where I gotta get them all facing the same way, right? Oh, and probably all facing that way, since I'm on this side. Come on. 6. Wonder if there's one behind that mat. Okay. This is gonna take a few tries, isn't it? 6. But I don't really remember where they were. One, two. I think there's 2 on the first floor. See, this is the Mario Sunshine curse, because it's like I gotta do this, I gotta do. Yeah, it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just like walking through here, go here, talk to him, go inside, hit the button. The button is like, oh, you've got 5 minutes. You know? And you're just like, this is how your life. This is how you're spending your one life. Let's go back to talking about Batman. Okay. Maybe I should get the coins I know about for sure. How many do I have? 6? Superman. So I read some Superman. I need to check the bathroom down there. So this is the point at which I have to start being thorough, right? Henry David Thoreau. Okay. So I think I had pretty good success going this way. There's at least one. There's one. That's a new one. Don't get these yellow coins. What are you thinking, idiot? Okay. Oh yeah. Alright. Is that a box? I should break that box, huh? Damn it. This is such a time suck. Okay. 7. Trying to remember all the secrets. Yeah. Through here. There. This is much faster than going downstairs. God damn it. Okay. Here. It's not. Wait. You can have that coin if you just get out of here. I thought maybe that was him being like, I'll give you a coin to leave. Bribery. One more. One more freaking coin. Somewhere in this godforsaken... I thought this was where the box was. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. There's a different drop-in point. I think I did. There was this one over here with these coins.
That one? I think I did that one before too. But it could have been that one. I don't think it was this one close to the center. So I think I should go there. I can figure this shit out. Could have been that one. Let's try this close to the center one. That'll be easy to remember. Fuck. Fucking shit. Hi. Do you have smooths? Yeah. How are you? Yeah?
Yeah, it was really trashy. I did that on the porch.
That is trashy. Good job.
It hairs fly everywhere, so.
Drank a beer and
Yeah.
shaved on the porch.
Epilated.
Okay.
Yep.
Epilated.
I went out there and was like, you are some white trash right now. But whatever.
Whatever.
It's easier to clean up. And my bathroom is so dark, it's hard to see.
I get it. As you were saying that, I was like, I should just cut my hair on the porch.
Probably.
Be much easier. It is hard to clean up the little clippies.
Yeah. Well, and I don't have a light. I don't have a window.
Hmm.
Where my shower is really dark, and it is hard to see.
Yeah.
So I did it out there.
All right. Fair enough. Every so often you'll see a pause on these plays. That's usually Poonmaster Flex coming to chat or just something else, or me peeing. A lot of them are me peeing. Yeah, I think, the thing with this game, it just wastes so much of your time, right? So let's just time this, how much of my time it wastes. So I died probably about 13:50 on this clock. It's like a solid minute. It's a solid minute of play to get back to here. Okay, here's what I should do. I should go upstairs and figure out potential path, right? Through the ceiling. Because I think, figure out which ways present me with options I haven't taken up till now. Because I think what I should do... So I just went this way. I think I did this one. Okay, this is a good one. Oh, yeah, I don't think I came down here, did I? Fuck. Okay. Okay. So that's to the immediate left. Let's try that. I don't think I did that this last time. Stuff your good lucks in a sack, mister. Oh. I know I should just get the new one first, but I also feel like... Why not get these two, right? It's 3. Four? We'll just go. We'll just go for now. Okay. I go in here. Oh wait, I have... Okay.
this is the thing I wanted to try. Yes. Okay. I think that gives me my answer of what I need. 'Cause I think I didn't get that one before. No, just let me do this. Fuck. I'm not sure if it wasn't letting me or if I wasn't hitting the right spot, but regardless. Okay. I think if I go in here, this lets me access the areas I need to be in as well. Just hit this one. Of course not. 7. Fuck. Where's the other one? Isn't there a poster on the wall? One of the rooms or something. Shit. Shit. This is the worst, because when you like miss one that you know where it is. Did I get the one in the spot? Okay, yes. Do I need to go in a different hole? I feel like it's this same one, but maybe I'm totally wrong. It's the one with the poster that you like blast the poster and then... Yeah, okay. Yes. Fuck yeah. Feels good. 84. I mean, man, it does seem like there's still a lot left, right? If there are 120, I'm still kind of a long way from victory. I mean, there's got to be a lot in this plaza that I have not gotten. Okay, I think this is the one that I was like, this seems like the way to get the coins. So let's see if we can get like at least 20 out here. Sometimes they just pop out of the beach. But not today. Oh, there's a blue coin. See, I don't know how you would get all of these without just like a relentless level of exploration that just doesn't seem realistic. Now there's probably a lot of blue coins in some of the earlier stages because I was a lot less good about collecting them. But it seems like you'd have to go into every stage and just explore it like crazy and see if you could find anything. For example, was this coin here before? Is this the first and only time? Is there a coin there on every star? I don't know. I need to look into like, how do the blue coins work? Oh shit. Okay, well. 1. Again. Hmm. Do some of these, you get another if you put it all the way out. I'm trying to think of other DC comics to talk about here that I've read. Something that I don't like about reading these DC comics, and this is true of Marvel as well. This is not an exclusive to DC situation, but they really haven't done a lot to like put their books together in a way that makes sense. So I'm reading these two different things that collect most of the Batman books, but it doesn't collect a very important story, which is a lonely place of dying / a death in the family. This is the story where Robin, who is Jason Todd at this juncture, is killed by the Joker. And what's weird is, so I'm reading these, and, you know, things are just kind of trucking. Events are happening. And then at some point, it's like, God damn it. God damn it. Damn it. Events are trucking. And then I get to the next volume and Jason Todd is dead. And the reason that's not actually in the book is because I guess they, you know, do you think it comes back? The coin? I don't think it does, but so I was hoping to have about 20 going in. Because so far it looks like I could have had 9. Sure about these? Yeah, just I don't need a guy going woohoo. I know you don't. I know you don't know shit. That's why I'm the one with the robot jetpack and you're, you know, some idiot doing God knows what with his life. Doesn't seem like a thing. Oh. This would have been foolish to miss. Fuck. Hmm. 10. Okay, so there's probably 10 out here. That was a vain attempt to get coins, not just a harassment of those kids, but whatever. All right. So, you know, I'm reading these comics. Sorry. I'm reading these comics, and there's this, they're chugging along, whatever. Stuff's happening. And then I get to this next volume and, you know, Batman Bruce Wayne is like horribly depressed and going through a thing and like whatever. And it's kind of like, what's happening? You know, because I didn't know. Well, I knew because when Jason Todd shows up, the most famous thing about Jason Todd is probably that he, got killed. In a pretty great tale, actually. So in the 80s, Dick Grayson, original Robin, becomes Nightwing and kind of goes away from Batman and becomes his own superhero. And so then Batman takes on a new young ward, Jason Todd, who's like Batman finds because Jason Todd is trying to steal the wheels off the Batmobile, basically to sell them at a chop shop or something. So, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny start to their relationship. But I guess, he meets Jason Todd and sees something in him as far as like, maybe I can set him on the right path or something. I don't know. All right, sure. That's where he wants to be. That's where he can be. So, that happens. And, he has Jason Todd for a while, but fans didn't really love Jason Todd. And there was kind of a weird thing. I don't fully understand the story, but it was kind of like when I was reading one of the sets of books, the sort of way Jason Todd worked and the way Batman worked was different. And I found out from a friend that there was some story about basically one set of writers and artists. So when you read Batman comics also, you might be reading any of a number of titles. So Batman comes out once a month. There's a book called Batman, and you'll get that once a month. There's also a book called like Detective Comics, which comes out once a month. Now, usually what's going on is like the Batman in Detective Comics is recognizable for people reading Batman and vice versa. Usually it generally functions that way where it's like, well, they're not like completely different characters. It's not like you'll see one is Bruce Wayne and one is some completely other guy, right? It's, I don't know. They have different adventures. Different creative teams are working on the books usually, so they're slightly different, but they're not like completely alien or something. It's not like if you'd read Batman your whole life and then started reading Detective Comics, you'd be like, what the fuck is this shit, I don't even know what's going on here. You'd be like, hey, I think I got it. So, but it was like the big difference at this time seemed to be the way they were handling Jason Todd, but also a little bit of how they were handling Batman in as much as like, is he like friendly, smiley Batman, or is he the Dark Knight? You know what I mean? Is he the Dark Knight detective, whatever? Because, there is some cheesy shit too, which I liked, but stuff like, there's an episode where they introduce a villain called the KG Beast. And Batman saves President Ronald Reagan. I can't remember if that's from the KG Beast, but whatever. At some point, Batman saves Ronald Reagan from, a threat of some kind. And it's pretty funny because it's like, they're like buddies almost, Batman and Ronald Reagan. And you're like, that's so weird because like the Batman we know today would not be like friends with the president. Not that he would be like an enemy of the state or something, but it would probably be at best that they're like, he's kind of a vigilante. I can't see the Secret Service being like, yeah, that seems cool if you guys hang out. And the biggest difference between the books, though, is sort of that whole setup of like, is Batman like friendly, and also is Jason Todd like, is he like a delinquent asshole, or is he kind of like basically Dick Grayson too? And so what I was told is that it makes it sound like I don't believe him. I just don't know. I didn't know any of this, and I might not be retelling it correctly. So what I found out is from my friend is that there was basically these two creative teams, and they weren't necessarily in tight communication, and or maybe didn't see eye to eye on how this character should work, Jason Todd. Because one group was basically like, yeah, he's, he is Dick Grayson Part 2. That works great for us. And the other was like, well, that's pointless. He should be different, you know, and they made him kind of more of an asshole and whatever. So, anyway, in the 80s, they had this character, Jason Todd, running, and a storyline was, you know, he gets captured by the Joker, and then where is that? That was a very awkward, like, movement on that star's part. Okay. So, this Jason Todd thing happens, whatever. It's like a big thing. Should I get those other blue coins now? Should I do that in that final stage? I'm assuming that's like open to me now. And so people didn't really like Jason Todd for a variety of reasons. A lot of it was like fans of the comic, and they were like, he's a little asshole. Like, I don't want to read about this guy, which wasn't totally unfair. He was kind of a little asshole. At one point, he definitely, you know, Batman and Robin were kind of going after this drug dealer and whatever, and I think he was actually also maybe beat or killed his wife, something like that. He'd done some fucked up shit, okay? And so then Jason Todd, you know, Batman was kind of like, well, there's not much we can do, you know, like the law only extends so far. We don't have a lot of options at this point, chum. And Jason Todd was kind of like, fuck that, and went and threw the guy off a balcony, probably. It's heavily implied. It's not like totally certain, but I think it's heavily implied. And I'm guessing at some point in the comics they've come around and been like, yeah, that definitely happened. So, you know, he was doing things like that, and so people were like, this isn't how Batman's supposed to work. You know, you have your Batman people who are like, Batman should never kill anybody. You know, that's kind of what he does. And you have your other people. And I think this was a debate that was very lively at this particular time, which was like, yeah, you should kill the Joker, because, like, if you don't kill the Joker, he's going to keep killing people. And it's like, yeah, that's not totally wrong. Okay, when you get a 1-up, it refills your water. Okay. Get way over there with this boat. Oh, shit. Do you see what I'm saying with this boat? Like, why did that turn that way? That doesn't seem like it should have turned that way. If I weren't playing this on original hardware, like if I were playing this on an emulator or something, I'd be very tempted to be like, I'm gonna just go into save state mode for this completionist portion of this playthrough and just be like, I'm gonna just start at the boat every time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to prove to myself that I can do this part, because I can obviously do this part. So anyway, they did this thing in the comics where they had the Joker had captured Jason Todd, and you could call in on a phone number and vote for whether or not Jason Todd lives or dies. And reportedly, the phone calls were overwhelmingly, Jason Todd should die. Now, I don't know if this is all because people hated Jason Todd. Could very well have been, you know, like, there could have been people who were just like, I want to see, you know, that's an interesting story. Or people who are just like, I mean, are they really going to do it? You know what I mean? See, this should be turning me the other way, I think. I don't know if this has its boat physics quite down. You and me, Bodie McBoatface. Yeah, see, like, why is that turning me to the left so hard? Why is that turning me that way? Oh, shit. Okay. That makes no sense. here we go. This should turn me forward and to the left a little, I think. Whew! There's a very Austin Powers moment happening. I don't know how I got out of that. Okay. See how violently it turns, like when I'm at the back here? I don't know how to make it go where I want it to go. It's just the physics of this are confusing to me. Could be that they're correct. Could be that I'm incorrect. But I think, okay, if I shoot this way, it should turn to the left, right? Now, if I'm back here, it should continue turning to the left. That's where this gets all very questionable, in my opinion. Okay. Alright. This should go this... Nope. Need you to turn. No. No. I briefly considered maybe I should just get out. Oh, shh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I briefly considered, like, maybe you should just get out this far and then, you know, rocket jump. And you'll save and continue. So if you get one, then I was like, that's not gonna work, right? Like, let's be realistic. Okay, I think I should go for this one first. This needs to be more forgiving. You know what I mean? It needs to be more allowing of, like, okay, a little more grid-based, a little less angle. I don't know. Damn it! Okay, that was all for one coin. I got one so far. I fucking hate this boat. See, and this is the shit that I'm like, this is why I would like, this is where I very much like save states. Because I'm like, come on, man, you gotta do this fucking shit again. And that was for one. There's like, I don't know, 9 or 10? 8, 9, 10 total? So, like, you had to work that hard for one. And they know the boat sucks. Because, like, that's why those are there. Because they're like, this boat sucks. So that's, you know, this is what we're gonna do to you. Because, like, if you want to get these coins, you're gonna have to fucking pay the price. I mean, at least I'm gaining a life each time, I guess. That's something. But... This is like the most complicated physics problem I've ever done. Fuck. I mean, like, that's the thing too, is like, I could get it if the boat goes quickly into the wall and it's like, no, that's not allowed. But like, you barely tap the wall, it shakes violently and it's done. You know, and it's like, come on, man. Like, it's very unforgiving. I'm very curious because I think I'm gonna have to just like look at a guidebook and stuff. But I need to look online for this game, not for tips, but because I want to know what people think of some of these portions. Because I'm like, I gotta believe people who like this game are like, this part sucks. You know what I mean? Like, this part is. And like, here's another thing with this game, okay? Like, I was talking about how I think Mario got this reputation of not being for hardcore gamers. And I think I kind of understand that, at least in terms of this game. Because, like, this portion in particular, it's frustrating, and it's not fun. You know what I mean? And it's not, I don't feel like my skills are being tested so much as I feel like I'm just being, like, frustrated. It feels like I use the jetpack one direction, then I run to the other side of the boat and use it in the opposite direction and get the same result. Okay. It's almost like, which way does it want to decide to go today? Close to the wall it is. It's like, how close do you dare to go? Thank you. All right. 2. We need to take more of a philosophy of like, the boat will go where it goes. You just have to sort of, nope. Do a couple sprays, adjust. Do a couple sprays, adjust. No, that seems wrong, right? Nope. No! Fuck me. Two coins so far of like 8 or 9. I've been assuming these spikes will kill me, but maybe they don't. I'm not really up for testing those waters. But curious a little bit. Okay, let's get back to Batman. So Jason Todd gets killed by the Joker because, you know, the comic book fans are a bloodthirsty mob. Then, so I'm reading these collections, and it becomes obvious because I knew that part of it, and I'd read the story of Jason Todd's, you know, murder before. So I knew that it had happened. But it didn't happen in the collections that I had. And I guess the reason, my guess, is because DC is like, well, you know, we can sell a new collection with that story in it like whenever we want, basically. So like, that's kind of some of our golden material. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I think what's happening with this boat is it interprets really any angle as being extreme. You know, like it's really shooting me to the left, and I'm like, I mean, I'm vaguely pointed to the left in a very slight way. It's also kind of like it goes a little bit right before it goes left or something, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna go, but it doesn't just immediately do it. I almost feel like I'm doing this wrong by facing backwards. Maybe like I should face whichever way I want to spray. No, that just seems wrong to me that works that way. God damn it. God damn it. Can I just, like, I want to point out something, which is that I have backed a trailer towing a car, like a big truck towing a car on a trailer. I parallel parked it into like a pretty tight spot. Parallel parked it along the side of a building between two other vehicles, because that's how it had to be returned, which I was like, this is either really poor planning on the part of the people who run this place, or this is a scam where they're like, we own these two cars, they don't even run, but what we do is we just like have people back it in here, so you know, then when they damage it, we're like, oh, you know, we talked to the people who own them, they said they would just take a cash payment if you wanted. Or it's like, well, this way, when people see this parking situation, they'll keep it for another day. Because then, you know, we returned it that night, so you don't get charged for another day. But, you know, it was not an easy parking job, to say the least. I did that just fine. This, I cannot manage. Like, I don't know what is happening. It's like, I can't get a hold of the mechanics of... It's like, is it spinning around Mario as if he's like a pole stuck in the ground? If you push a boat from this back side and you were to thrust this way, I would think this should turn left. And it's not turning at all. This time it's turning, and it seems like I'm going pretty straight. And that's almost a straight shot, right? Okay, that's wrong, isn't it? Okay, maybe this is my new jam. I go to the back of the boat, or the center-ish, rotate, and then get into position, and then go? Is that a terrible plan? Now. No. Maybe it's like if you're at the front of the boat, it does a different thing than if you're at the back of the boat? Is that how a boat works? Okay. Space to turn. Oh, maybe this is what I need to be doing. Almost rotate on an axis if you do it this way. Okay. Let's do another rotation. No, let's try and rotate this way if we can. I just don't think... I feel like if I were a physics teacher right now, I'd be losing my shit. Okay. No. My God. This is some harrowing shit. Okay. I think we can rotate. Okay. Let's make a little progress. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Sorry, this has taken me a long time to talk about this rant about reading DC Comics, but we're almost there now. As far as the rant goes, I'm not putting anything on the table as far as this task goes in this game because, you know, that's to that way lies ruin or whatever. So I'm reading these Batman comics, and it becomes clear that in between volumes that I've read, Jason Todd has died. And it definitely happened between volumes. It was to the point where I was like, maybe I missed a volume. Like maybe I was supposed to read volume 3 and I skipped to 5, or you know what I mean, something like that. Because I was like, I know this storyline has happened, but I didn't see it in the book. So I like went back and made sure, and I was like, well, this is definitely where I'm at. Should I get this one first? I think I should, right? But then I'm gonna have to like go around the thing. So I know Jason Todd's dead because I know enough about comics to know that this has happened and to know that this is why Batman is upset. You know, and why he's like gone on a tear and Alfred's concerned. Alfred's concerned because he's like, you know, Master Bruce, you need to sleep, you need to stop beating yourself up over this or whatever. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, okay, so apparently he's dead. And I knew he would be dead, and I was kind of waiting for that story to happen. But it didn't happen in the comics, in the volumes I had. Because I assume because DC Comics is like, well, we sell Death in the Family, that storyline, as its own thing. You know, we put out a deluxe edition. Well, alright, I think there's one more, and I might be able to get it by jumping from the island. So, let's see. But it was really frustrating, and I had a similar frustration several years ago, because I was like, I'm going to try and catch up with Batman, because Batman was probably the one DC character that I read pretty frequently. And so I had to look online and be like, all right, where should I start? Like, where's a good starting point? Because I had read in the 90s, they'd done a storyline called No Man's Land that I really liked. And I was like, well, what happened after that? Where do I go from there? And there was a clear line for a while. And then it gets into weird, like, DC Comics doesn't really have an official continuity for a lot of these Bat books. And it's like, which one should I read first? And they're like, you know, we'll choose your own adventure. Which I'm not like totally unhappy with. But then as I was looking at it, it kind of started to seem like they were like, we don't fucking know. Like, it's a huge mess. We don't know. And I'm like, why wouldn't you put together a suggested reading order at least? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For people like me who are like, look, I just want to read these. I'm not really into like figuring out. I want to read about the world's greatest detective. I don't want to have to become the world's greatest detective in order to, you know, read about his many adventures. Nor do I think I should have to, but whatever. You know what I mean? It'd be like reading a Sherlock Holmes book and they're like, well, we put all the pages out of order. And, you know, part of the fun of reading this book is figuring out what order the pages go in. I'm like, I know that sounds fun to somebody, but not me. So, you know, I tried, and then I didn't really get into, so some of the more recent writers of Batman include Scott Snyder. I'm not real into the Scott Snyder stuff because he was like, let's make it so, you know, Batman, Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's dad, was like in this secret society, and there's this secret society of the owls, and it's like, oh yeah, because owls are the enemies of bats, or, you know, some horse shit like that, and I was just like not into it. But what made me really not into it was the first story kind of was about Batman's trapped in this big, the Court of Owls it's called, and they trap Batman in this big labyrinth, which I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. But it does a thing I fucking hate, which is it was like, oh, and we fed Batman a bunch of hallucinogens, so he doesn't know, you know, is this really happening? He can't trust his instincts and blah, blah, blah. I don't really like stories where the character is hallucinating, where the character that I'm in the head of is hallucinating. I'm not saying it never works. It has worked. But I think it works a lot less often than writers would like it to. Because when your character's hallucinating, you can kind of make it so anything happens, right? Like, you could make it... do you think there's like anything at the beginning of this level? If I look around, is there going to be a blue coin or like a red thing to spray off the wall? You know what I mean? You can make anything. So when I was in a writing workshop, I did a writing workshop that was led by Chuck Palahniuk, author of Fight Club, and he talked about dreams this way, and I agree with him on dreams as well, which is like, you can put a dream in fiction, but it's not a good way to like tease out a story, because when you put a dream in fiction, the problem is a dream can mean anything, right? Did I get this already? I don't know if I did. Should I try and do the Yoshi thing? See if there's something to be had up there. So, you know, when you put in a dream, it's like, well, it's not fair to put a dream into fiction, because what would be interesting about a dream, right, is if I had a dream and then it was like, I swear to you it came true, or, you know, it reflected on my life in a weird way that I didn't expect. But when the dream in fiction works that way, it's really not interesting, because the dream is also fictional, right? The whole, everything is fictional in fiction. So if you're telling a fictional story about a fake guy, it's like, well, is it really amazing? It's, you know, coincidence in a story like that is not amazing, because coincidence only really works if it's a coincidence. And it's not a coincidence if you're writing a fiction and something coincidental happens, because you engineered the whole thing. The coincidence was not only engineered by you, but was the circumstances that made it coincidental were engineered by you as well. God damn it. Oh, it's a blue coin. Lovely. How am I gonna get that shit? You. Oh, all right. Well, hello. What's hard about this is, like, I don't know if there is a guide to the blue coins in game. If there's not, it's going to be extremely difficult to know when I've gotten them, right? Oh, fuck. God damn it. God damn it. No, stop. So anyway, my frustration is because I'm like, DC Comics, here's a way to make money, okay? And you don't even have to do anything new. Just repackaging old shit, which is like a great way for a comic book company to make money. It's like you don't have to build a new thing. You don't have to come up with a new idea. You don't have to pay anyone anymore. You just gotta do this. No. I know, I think I've done that already, right? Probably haven't done this lady's thing yet. Durian 3. Okay. Where are they? Durian fruit, where are you? I think that's the green one, right? There's one. There we go. Oh, is that not it? It was like, dun-nah. Okay, so durian's the one that looks like pineapple, but it's not pineapple, right? Pineapple with no stem. So DC, I'm like, just put together collections of your comics that are like in order and just be like, this is like digital collection. This is like 800 fucking issues of Batman. Just in order. All you have to do is basically get some nerd. Oh god. Is this the one that you can only kick? Is that what's going on with Durian? So, how do I get to her with this? Is that the deal with this fruit? Okay. Let's just pretend you were gonna do it. How would you get it to her? Can I kick it over this river? Okay, probably. Where'd that go? Is it gone? Fucked it up, didn't I? Okay. Can't adjust. No! God damn it. But yeah, just decide. Just tell me the order. Get some fucking nerd to do it. You know, some person who just loves Batman. Be like, hey, will you... I can't move this camera. Okay. Some nerd who loves Batman. Get him to just be like, hey, here's what I would suggest. And we'll go with it. And then you know, you've got your book. You're selling again. You've got your book. Oh my god. And you know, why do I have to do this 3 times? Isn't once enough? Like, okay, I've done it once, so obviously I've figured out the trick. And just go right back here and get another one. You know, it's like, why do you make me do it 3 times? If I've done it once, you can't do this once by accident. You know, there's no like accidental like, well, he just kind of tricked his way through it 3 times. This bird. Look at this idiot. But yeah, just have someone put it in order, sell it to me, and you know, sell me a digital copy of this shit for, and you can make it pricey, but just, yeah, sell me a digital, like, you know, 20 fucking, even 10 years, 5 years, 5-year chunk. These are like all the Batman books from 1990 to 1995. These are all the Batman books from 1995 to 2000, you know what I mean? Just do that. Sell me that. I will gladly buy it. Because the other thing is, I think that comic book publishers are struggling with is, you know, piracy, right? Because it is very easy to get comic books online. And, but I think that the issue that comic book issue, get it? The issue that comic book publishers are facing, though, is like what the music industry was facing, and probably is now even, but back in the day, I think the problem that the music industry had wasn't so much that people were unwilling to pay for music, because I was willing to pay for music, especially by my favorite bands and stuff like that. I think a bigger issue was often that, like, you know, using Kazaa was way easier than buying it online. And I think the thing that proved this to me was iTunes. Because when iTunes came along, I bought a lot of music on iTunes because it was easy. You know what I mean? They made it pretty easy to buy it. It was like one click, you buy it. And I think that model, you know, you buy it, you've got it, you can just load it on your device. It's all good to go. That made it so that buying it was as easy as stealing it. And comics still have the problem where digitally buying them or stealing them is easier than buying them. Holy shit. That was an awful lot of effort for blue coin. Okay. I think I got from this lady over here, I think I did her fruit errand already, but I don't know. There's got to be something under here. It's not. You're kidding me. What's that fucking annoying noise? Is that the level entrance there? So here's the big question, because I was pretty sure I'd done it with the coconut lady. I was pretty sure I had done it with the coconut lady. I think I got this, but will she ask me to do it again? Pineapples. So I gotta see, like, now I gotta do this, but I'm also not entirely sure that I had done this with this person before, so. At least this isn't super fucking far, I guess. I'm trying to think of other... I'm excited to read Teen Titans from the 80s. Great. George Perez era. Because I think that's a really good-looking book, but also I read part of it and was enjoying it. Somehow, that's like the one omnibus I check out from the library that constantly then gets put on hold by somebody else. So I guess it must be a fairly popular... I think what's happening is because Teen Titans has had kind of a renaissance because of like Teen Titans Go and some other shows. So my guess of what happens with Teen Titans a lot is... Okay, let's figure this out. I'm gonna stand on this side of the sewer. Not quite. What if I stand at this blue? Not quite. This blue line. See, because what's happened here is I've lost the other pineapple. Because I threw it over and now it's on the other side or something. I guess I don't need it. I just don't want to lose both pineapples. So I think what happens is people are like, oh, Teen Titans, I love that show. Teen Titans Go, whatever. But then they probably get this omnibus and they're like, this is not anything like that TV show. And so then they return it. That's my guess. Because it usually seems to come back rather quickly. So, and I'm like, well, I guess if I'm being optimistic, you know, they're like, oh, it's such a good read. I plowed right through it. But I'm like, more likely, I think this is what's going on. Because I'm just surprised that it's as popular as it is, because there are other editions like that that I've checked out from the library that, you know, though good, aren't exactly tearing up the charts. So that's another one I'm excited for. I did take a little detour, and I was reading a Marvel book, Punisher, because it included a story called Intruder. Mostly because it's a story where the Punisher gets captured, and then they torture him by basically putting him in this chair, and they put a bag. Fuck. Okay. So I did get that, ladies, already. Should I try the Coconut Island? I'm 99% sure I did the Coconut Island. But this way I could be 100% sure, right? Kind of wanted to see right then if I could fly into the secret pachinko level. But then I was like, you know what? You're just going to be mad that you could have done that. Okay, I'm like 99% sure I did this, but... remember how this works. Kind of gotta get them so they don't roll off. Okay. And then figure out where to shoot them from. Let me try from here, from the tip of this one. Not even close, okay. Let's try from this one. Fuck. So I'm not sure that wouldn't make it. Anyway, yeah, Punisher gets, he's like infiltrating a base and does so successfully, but then gets captured. And then they torture him, and one of the ways they torture him is they put a plastic bag over his head filled with pee. It's pretty crazy. It's just crazy because that's like just kind of in a book, you know, in a comic from that era. They were just like, yeah, let's do that. Seems fine. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but I was talking about a book called Fool Killer. I wrote a column about it for Lit Reactor. And that has not been like even collected into a trade paperback or anything by Marvel. And, you know, it's pretty obvious why. once you read it, because you're like, holy shit, this it's crazy. It's about this guy who basically is insane, and he disintegrates people with a disintegration pistol that he gets from the previous Fool Killer, who was also nuts, and he's in like an insane asylum. And, you know, they speak via internet chat board, because at that time it was like, well, that's actually a pretty good clandestine way to talk to somebody. Because, you know, the people working at this was probably the early 90s. So the people working in the asylum, it doesn't occur to them like, we should make sure that no one's using the internet for evil. I think I can go in this window. Is that all that window is, or is there something more? Okay. I am reasonably satisfied. What? Yeah. This is the thing. I'm like, I think I kind of got to screw around on the overworld a little bit, don't I? Should I go back in there, like right now, and see, like, does he have a new challenge for me? If there was like one more stage, I think I'd be more confident that there were 120 things in this game, but there's not. I don't think. I guess I don't know that there's not another stage, but I'm not aware of another one. Where was I? Shoot! I wondered if he would have another challenge for me. Do you think he'll have even another challenge for me? When does this end? Do you think I die if I don't break the crates? I think I do, but can't be sure. I know there's another fruit lady as well that I'm pretty sure I haven't actually helped, so try and get that done today as well. You know, it's like a game that you're like really plowing through and you're like considering it basically like work tasks. Like, and then we'll go ahead and finish that one and okay. So he's done giving me things. Okay. Well, that solves that. Well, I can't even go over there. Alright. I guess I'll talk to, like, all these guys. Master Mario. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, but Fool Killer was great. Because Fool Killer was like doing shit in the comics that I'm like, I don't think this should be done. Probably. This doesn't seem right. He was, there was an issue. He basically was disintegrating people with this gun. But the thing was, he was disintegrating fools. You know, Fool Killer. What's a fool, you might be asking? Well, there's a pretty loose definition of a fool. What's a fool to one man may be different to another. So, this is the banana. Oh, that's right, the banana's over here. One man's fool might be another man's, you know, unfortunate person or, you know, misguided person or something. Whether or not they deserve being killed is very questionable at times, and then, you know, gets to a place where you're like, not really questionable at all. So what happens in the book is he basically... There's this group of kids who's like beating up, maybe murdering people in the park. But at the very least, brutally beating people and like disabling them and just being utter monsters. So Fool Killer figures out who they are, but he discovers that they're like a bunch of, you know, basically preteens, all living in one housing project. And so he goes there and basically is like... So you would think what would happen, if this was a Batman comic, he'd be like, my God, we have to get these children out of this situation, you know, I believe in whatever, redemption or something, and, you know, these kids can be saved or something, right? Not Fool Killer. Fool Killer is like, God damn it, okay. Fool Killer finds out they're kids, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna kill them. Because they're fools. What the hell? So he goes in guns blazing, disintegrates a couple of these kids. I say kids, they probably range. But, you know, the oldest they could be is 19. There's probably some of them who are closer to like 12, 13, 14. And then their moms are there, and their moms are like, you know... saying like, stop killing these kids. They're not like sad, they're like angry. And you know, Fool Killer is like discovers that the moms knew that the kids were like fucking people up in the park, so then he disintegrates at least one of the moms. My God, will you get the fuck out of the way? Okay. Alright. Gotta talk to this person. I wonder if when the floodwaters are here, can I make those come back? No. Shut up. No, they aren't. I had 100 coins out here. Part of me wonders if that's the only coin star, because there are a lot of fucking coins around here. Like, 100 was pretty easy. You know, I didn't even have to go up in there or anything, so it does make me wonder if there's a number over 100 to be had. I wonder if I can go through that with that. I know I went through a different door with that thing. Yeah, with this. think this door I went through. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm kind of... Oh, shit. I don't want to lose all my lives. Well, I was hoping to sort of, like, save up some lives. Oh my god, that comes so fast. There's a joke in there. I was kind of like building up a little store of lives here that I was like, well, maybe 17 is still a pretty good number for going out to that boat thing, but... Oh god, you gotta go like way back to the end, huh? This music, it's just like my death knell, isn't it? Okay. I have a feeling maybe I need to keep it going on this one, huh? Oh, that's a tight jump. Oh, come on! What the hell was that? Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I bet you can do this in one go if you're like good at this game, huh? Damn it. I'm gonna try it again because I don't want to spend as much time here as I probably will. Damn it. Okay, you can make like 2 of them. Then the last one, it looks like you don't have enough runway. This is not a friendly angle. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, fuck. I mashed both buttons by accident. This fucking game, man. Okay, so Fool Killer kills a bunch of, preteens in the ghetto and some of their moms. Because they're fools. And then he goes to like so this was all being published like during the Gulf War. So it was kind of interesting because Fool Killer goes to like a Gulf War protest. And it's like a clash two protesting groups. There's like a pro-war group and an anti-war. And he kills like the anti-war people because he's like, you know, why are you fighting these guys? They're like your fellow countries people and whatever. And then the pro-war guy is like, thanks, man, or something, you know. And then Fool Killer is like, you're just as bad as he is, you know. And like, you know, I'm not pro-war either. Like, fuck you as well. And kills him. He kills both. He kills a guy who's doing a protest against like violent toys. Because he's like, oh, these G.I. Joes, you know, these set a bad example. And so he like disintegrates that motherfucker. But then he also disintegrates somebody who's like opposed to that guy. Probably the weirdest one is there's a lady who's a hooker. And she's walking down the street talking to her doctor. And her doctor is saying, you know, okay, this is a comic booky thing. Because it's like, you know, they're having this very loud animated conversation just on the street, which is like, I told you, you cannot keep being a prostitute because you have AIDS. And, 3. I mean, if there's 120, we are getting within striking distance, right? 3/4-ish. Little over 3/4. Alright. We know what's out there. We know that's doom. Anyway, so he just kills everybody, you know, and that's kind of cool. Oh, I see some trees out there. Hello, trees. How do I get to you? Oh, this isn't gonna cut it. Can you like jump into the wall and wall kick here? I don't think so. Come on, man. I need to be on these trees, I think, but I don't know. I see a rope up there. No. Let's try this door. Or this door? Need to go get my thing, don't I? My rockety pack. Maybe if I'm skimming along the water with that, I can get on those trees. Maybe that boat? The answer? Fuck. So anyway, then probably in his least finest / most Fool Killerist hour, Fool Killer goes into a crack house, for lack of a better term, And there's a kid in there who's like shooting up or something. And Fool Killer's like, oh my god, this kid's a drug addict. And instead of, you know, like a Batman or Captain America thing of like, my god, let's get him to a hospital, Fool Killer blasts him. But the kid hit Fool Killer with a knife before Fool Killer could blast him. And so then gotta look under all this shit, don't we? The kid hits him with a knife, throws off Fool Killer's aim, and Fool Killer shoots the kid with his disintegration gun, but only like disintegrates half of him because, you know, his aim was thrown off because he had a knife sticking in him. And then the kid's there, like, you know, trying to say like, like, fuck you or something. And then, you know, he finishes the job, but it's a very dark moment. And something that's kind of hilarious about Fool Killer, and, you know, I hesitate to say too many things about it are outright hilarious, but it's kind of hilarious that this book has the Comics Code seal on it up until maybe 4 or 5 issues in. And it becomes pretty obvious because, like, these are the Comics Code seal was basically a way that comics were like, let's put this on here, that'll tell parents, like, these are safe for kids to read or whatever. And, like, you know, you're reading Fool Killer and you're like, there's like a fucking disintegrating skeleton of a preteen going off a fire escape here because he was, you know, blinding people in the park by hitting them with their own bicycle spokes in the eyes or something. You know, the question becomes, is this the way I'm supposed to do this? I can't actually see that it... Oh, maybe I see something. Looks like there might be a blue coin up there, doesn't it? How would you get there if you were trying to get there? Maybe I need the other blasty. I like that you can do this one in the water. Uncharacteristically kind of this game. So yeah, this comic bore the Comics Code seal, and then it just it was there, and then one issue it was not there anymore, but the little box that it's usually in was still there. So it certainly seemed like at the last minute someone was like, no, this is not Comics Code. Oh, God damn it, this is not Comics Code approved, and then took it off. So the little box that it's in was there, but the actual seal was gone, which was great. But then the next issue, it was just completely gone, and you're like, yeah, that seems right. That seems correct. I couldn't see it there. Was there a star happening in there? All these fucking jingling sounds. Kinda seems like you could make it. Oh man. Wait a minute. I gotta go all the way fucking around, don't I? Just to take another crack at it.
Boat physics in this game. Oh, God. Okay, wait a minute. But if I can time it right... There's a pipe. Okay. Nice. Dude, nice. Go in. Jeez. Ah, of course. Of course I'm hearing this again. What? Bird of happiness, huh? Oh, I remember that bird. Oh. Hey, buddy. Okay. All right. What's this patch? So maybe I need to be a little cautious because it seems like there might not be a place to refill my water here. I say as I... God damn it. Five. Six. Oh. Wait, how the fuck do you get that? I didn't put out the fire, huh? Okay, so I do feel like there's probably a one-up somewhere in here, right? I think you gotta go jump off, blast up, and get that. Oh, wait. What a fucking idiot. Okay. I'm happy that that was actually the answer. It's a much more tenable solution there. This has to be something, right? No, it's not that. This asshole's on fire. Let's see one in this tree. Five. Six. Something here. Here's one. Here's another one. What is this? Seven? Yeah, see, I see these holes. I don't know that they contain anything. Another hole. It's gotta be something with this fire, right? But I know I can't jump in the hole. I don't know how to put out the fire. Okay. I don't know that I can get any closer. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's a little sickening to look at. I mean, this feels like it's something, doesn't it? Like, I'm running low on water. Okay, wait a second. This one. Damn it. I had the foolish idea of hoping. It's the fire. There's gotta be something with this, right? Okay, I'm out of water. So there's that. Okay, there's these little blocks. There's this big block. And I tried doing a high slam on this. Okay, wait a second. And you know, part of me is just like, is there just like a guy that I missed? You know what I mean? Like, just hiding in the grass. Oh, wait. Shit. Okay, let's not waste any water this time. Let's go. Thought maybe like the corner. Doesn't seem to be it. Flame. Like, is there like an underground tunnel system or something? Because, yeah, what's this shit? Am I in it? Okay, wait. I kind of glitchy see these other things. They're definitely little dugouts, right? And there's probably a coin in one of them. So is this what it's gonna take? Just like systematically run? I mean, you can't see it from above? Or you can't see the coin from above? Got that. Boy. And then there's this one. Okay. I think I've gone into most of them. So this red bird, do you think I can like hit a bird? I hit him. What? Alright, then I'll solve this guy's hemorrhoids here. The itching, the burning. You really need like be cool about fire safety type videos on this island, because my god, they're on fire, they're like, I will just run forever on fire. That was almost super cool. All right, everybody. I think that's enough for today. I think we've got what we need. And come back. I'm going to look on the internet, I've decided. I know I wanted to do this project with, whatever, but I've decided I need to figure out how many stars there are. Like, how far am I? Because if there's 120, I don't know, man. But if there's 100, I know where at least one more is. And then I know there's a shitload of blue coins probably to be had. We'll think about it. We'll see you next time. We'll think about it in the interim.